Hi, James Bentley with GE Aviation's Customer Training Services. And for today's GEnx Maintenance Minute, we're going to look at depreservation for 30 and 90-day on-wing operable engines. This is going to reference both the GEnx 1B and 2B as the tasks are identical. And it's just going to cover all the requirements for depreserving the engine and bringing it back into service as quickly as possible without any issues. So please take a couple minutes to watch this video and highlight the best practices and GE recommendations. If you ever have any questions, you're always free to reach out to CTEC or to your customer team. Okay, the first step in depreserving the engine is to go ahead and remove your inlet cover, the fan discharge, exhaust port covers, and your primary exhaust covers. If you used alternate materials to cover those areas, go ahead and remove that as well. And then also keep in mind, per the AMM, we're required to put barrier material over all of the access doors for the latches and all openings on the nacelles. So that's like your EAI exhaust port, vent ports, P0 pressure ports. All of those need to be uncovered on the inboard and outboard side. Here you can see we need to uncover our oil tank access door. There's additional exhaust ports that need to be uncovered. And there's an additional P0 port on the fan cowl that needs to be uncovered as well. Once you've done all of that, you're ready to open up the nacelle and get inside the engine, and we'll go ahead and prep the engine for depreservation as well. Okay, we're now going to begin to remove all of the barrier material that we put on the engine. Again, we just demonstrated on one of the bleed air deflector panels. So what we would do is for all of your bleed air deflector panels 360 degrees around, go ahead and remove that barrier material. Okay, now that we've got all of the barrier material removed from the bleed air deflector panels, we're going to come down to the drain mast assembly and go ahead and remove that barrier material. Remember, we stuck this on there to prevent moisture and debris from coming up inside the orifices. So we will not need this anymore. Let's go ahead and pull that off. Okay, the last area of the engine where we applied barrier material was for our overboard cavity drain mast. So we want to go ahead and just remove that barrier material and then do a thorough inspection of the engine to make sure there's no unwanted barrier material anywhere left. Okay, very important. I also want to note that on a 90-day engine preservation procedure where we're putting Braco into the oil tank, GE does recommend that you drain the oil tank, reservice it with fresh oil. Okay, now that we've basically prepped the engine, there's a couple things that GE recommends that you do prior to actually declaring the engine ready for service. What we really want to do is to do a front to back, top to bottom, complete inspection of the engine. What we're looking for is foreign objects, desiccant bags that were left in the engine, debris, nesting animals, FOD, anything that could have made its way into the engine or nacelle during the preservation period. We want to make sure we go ahead and get rid of that material so it doesn't do any damage. Very important that you do an extremely thorough inspection of the engine. Also, please keep in mind that GE banned the use of Kathon FP 1.5 biocide fuel treatment in combustible engines. So please reference the AMM for the proper biocide fuel treatment procedures. That's going to wrap it up for the GEnx 1B and 2B depreservation procedures, best practices. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to GE Aviation. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and from everybody here at GE Aviation, we just really want to thank you for all that you're doing in maintaining the GEnx powered fleet. Until next time.